It's your boy CJ Prime, and he on Thursday, Horizon. And last left off, Aloy had said, "Did cook mission?" Six more faces. Oh, what stuff? Nobody come back.
Aloy, even this. Come to revel in some strike, sister?
I was just...
First timer, huh? Don't worry. Well, aren't I got an extra set. A Tanakh original. Sit. I'll give you something special if you. All right, let's start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that machine strike, we each get a set of pieces, and each machine, to win the game, you'll need to gain. It can be tricky remembering the so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner? That notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from, and of course, okay, that's enough for now. Let's just, I own the board since this is your first. Usually you can pick up that machine. And remember, each machine, take a look at your notes if you need a reminder. Just need to, easy enough, huh? Now, perfect. There's not much else. We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try with that machine on your right first? Now move the piece close. You'll be testing your machine's combat power. A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is and its own attack power. This board only has grassland terrain, which has no and your current machine. So in total, since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points. And just like your machine, so right now, this means your machine can do 2 points. Did you get all that? Knew you were a smart one. Finish. Not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that second. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can try it out. Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in case overcharging but it will damage. So use it let's try doing that now. That's about it for your turn, then. Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds. Machines have both armored, you can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where hit them there, and you'll do some damage, but now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those, and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine... Now let that machine have it. Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead. You've already attacked a machine and moved your... But, and by the look of you, you'd be but some overcharge... Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first. That's why sometimes losing a piece can be the best way to end a game in your favor. Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite up to 7 victory points this time, but you did destroy all my pieces. That means that wasn't so... Just remember, you'd be surprised the advantage... I know it saved my behind in the game. Oh, these are all my spare pieces. I want... It's a small set to be... But it should be enough. You might even fancy looking out for them. They've got all kinds of... Though they'll need the right... Or you might find them... No, I've lost my finger. Brew... No need... Now, I could even teach... Thanks. Come back anytime, Red.
Oi! Refill! Come for that beer. Get up. Wasn't expecting you to...
Since when do I do what's expected?
The fire and spit. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can...
Like what?
Take your pick. We got bodies to bury from the bristlebacks. Olvin grading the gears. Hey! What? Nothing a cold brew and knocking some heads to...
So the bristle... Where did they come from?
That's the thing. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they lost some good people. But I heard talk of some vanguards trying...
Did they come through here?
Stop by briefly for supplies. Won't be able to crank it to his advantage once the bristlebacks are gone.
But how could Bristlebacks and the Daunt help Ulvund?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the bristlebacks came from, Ulvund has taken to blaming the Karja. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get until the concession's signed. This is just his latest. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into...
And people actually believe...
Lots of folks suffered at the hands of them. Give him half a reason, they'll blame...
I thought you'd be...
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went but realized it was running... Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky...
So about...
Around here, everything...
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like he knew rebuilding Barren Light would need... So he jangled purses all over Maine, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth... Thing is, all the bankers back home know that... And the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the Magistrate.
This concession decree...
It's pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would put all Oseram claims in the Daunt under Oseram law, even though they're on Karja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Karja. No more risk, no more hesitation for claim to pour in the shard. And since Ulvund has a stake, it would make him richer than a scrapper, and not to mention Chainscrape would become an Oseram municipality. So he could buy enough votes to call himself an Elderman. He's a sly old badger. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually...
Well, I have to be going. Thanks for the drink, Petra.
Anytime, Flame.
We are on the same side here, Ulvund. What do you want, Ulvund?
My dear magistrate, if you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the bristlebacks. Face it.
Hi.
Savior, what auspicious timing.
We might.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
So, the savior herself. Walloper of Derval, gutter of Hewis.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and hero, Ulvund Frio. So, what could have dragged you away, smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must...
I'm here for the embassy.
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah.
Once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my...
Ah, the bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that well...
Not so fast. You don't seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being intimidated and taken advantage.
How noble of you.
Noble, ha! Born with a hammer and nobody handed me anything or dropped opportunity into everything I've achieved I've done on my...
And where is...
The, burden? The Carja risk nothing, while demanding that good Osram gamble with their... Someone had to step up and say no more!
You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not... Until the Carja clean up their mess and give us... I'm not risking...
Fair deal. You mean your concession decree?
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of who do all the back-breaking work, while all we're asking for is the ability to share it for a land work...
Right. And just...
Only an amount appropriate to my contribution.
If Chainscrape is on Carja land, shouldn't a Carja be in charge?
The sensibilities of good Osram folk. You think a Carja can... Ah! The magistrate can barely make the trek from Bar...
So you have no real authority then?
Anyone who has followers has authority. I've been with... and it's honest folk know
You said you founded Chainscrape.
practically found. I alone saw its potential when it was just a smattering of tents in Barren Light Shadow. I invested in the mine, convinced some friends back home to do the same, and here we are. You could say Chainscrape is what it...
Oh, so you're not just standing around and...
Not at all. Sure, I make a little... But my main priority is to look after the well...
Where's the whistle?
Right in the middle. But with the threat out there, I'm not endangering innocent Osram.
I'm going to clear out the bristlebacks. And when I'm done, this valley is going to get moving.
If that's what it takes.
Just be ready to blow... Better see what that Carja magistrate wanted. I bet he's in the tavern. You want...
Well, you know better than not just a... Name's Oder. This here's my best place to practice... Say, are you the savior of Meridian, champion of the East, or the Enduring?
Who?
The Enduring. I've heard the Tenakth have training... It's how the warrior, and only the very best...
So, to find the Enduring,
You'll have to go far if you do. 3 clans, 3 capital... My guess is you'd have to beat all of the Tenakth don't kill you. But that's a far spark. I also...
Who would I be fighting?
Well, but you have to beat all the others. We only used old blade. These drunken fools would run themselves through. You have to leave everything, but I'll look after you. So...
I might be.
That's what I like.
Alright, we got my move.
Ignoring me again? Yeah!
Light attacks are fast, but easily blocked. So learn to combine them with other attacks.
Move on to the heavy attacks and learn these.
Heavy attacks break weapon blocks and do more damage. But they're slow, so your opponents might counterattack.
What happened to that hammer you lost?
Power attacks smash weapon blocks to really hammer an enemy with damage. But they're slow and leave you vulnerable, so pick your moment. That spear of yours seems to energize after attacks. Landing heavy attacks in combination to energize. Use that energy. Try attacking your enemy. See if you can energize them.
I could tell.
No, a light attack won't energize you. Hit them with any heavy attack. The savior of Meridian wins!
You up and about.
Fine day for putting the fire. Does the fire make you spit? Walk it up, huh?
Yeah! Not again.
Single attacks are child's play. Real fighter combines them. Practice this combination as a starter.
Alright. We'll have to get the other skills to unlock the tutorials for these, so we'll come back.
I've practiced enough.
Still got some training.
Let's go to the magic.
Savior, and my condolences that you had...
I've dealt with worse. It sounds like he's really trying to put you...
The idea that the Carja purposely led... It's completely absurd, but the louder and longer, the more support he'll get for his damned...
How did the bristle...
No one knows for sure. But unless they have wings, I don't see how they could have come over the...
No other way in.
The only way I know about is Barren Light. Look, if you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return. Help me shut Ulf.
What is this concession decree?
He wants the Sundom to designate portions of the Daunt as Oseram holdings. Only the portions, mind you, that produce...
Let me guess. Because he stands...
Exactly. With the Daunt under... He could secure more investment for their...
He can't get those investments without the concession?
No. Not while there's a chance the Sun... Hence, why the concession is so important, and why blaming the Carja... No matter how absurd...
How does blaming the Carja for the bristleback...
Look around. This may be the Sundom, but claiming that the Carja loosed the bristlebacks, Oseram laborers into well... Let's just say no one here has forgotten, and with the bristlebacks bringing work in the valley to a halt, Ulvund has plenty of time to pick at barely healed wounds.
And if the Oseram refuse to work, unless the concession is signed, you won't have...
Correct.
How did...
I asked for the posting, believe it or not. Overseeing the entire valley on behalf... It was an honor.
But your job would be a lot easier, like Ulvund blasting hot air all the time?
Ulvund's not going... He's been around longer than I have. Even fancies himself the... No, I'll find a way. I have to.
You said the bristlebacks...
Yes, according to... Said the ground trembled before they came. He took off and ran...
Good place to start looking, then.
If you learn the truth, maybe Ulvund will stop blaming... And maybe then, he'll actually...
Okay, we gotta figure out
Gonna be more
each
dangerous.
perspective there. If that was coming from. Finally figure it out.
Shot could do a lot of damage.
And the bristle back. Grab some of these.
The ring on me. I can send it to my stash.
And this what they look like up close.
It's a dead machine. It must be a bristleback. Maybe Erend took it down? Is that a tripwire? This whole area is rigged with tripwires.
Hey, you! Make it worth your while if you kill these scroungers.
It's always something. Hold tight! I'll see what I can do!
Try luring them into the tripwires.
I'll have to find a cauldron out here to learn how to override that.
Why kill it like that? What do you think the tripwires are for?
Oh man. You got another outfit.
Machine's seizing up!
Why kill it like that? What do you think the tripwires are for? Just like I thought. Why kill it like that? What do you think the tripwires are for?
That's the last one.
Thank the Forge you showed up.
Find this in my stash
Tripwire's
later.
handy, but machine hunting's a youngin's game. Come on over. Let me give thanks proper like. helmet, will ya?
I just gotta grab myself.
I see you're a practiced hunt. Took you less time to...
So the Vanguard's capable.
Yeah, just a bit ago. But then those scroungers... Then another bristleback ran through.
So the Vanguard.
Probably. The Vanguard seemed dead set.
I see.
Hold on there, Red. If you're gonna go chasing across the Daunt, not just any tripcaster.
Workmanship looks solid.
Yep. Been tweaking the design since I had more room to tinker out here.
Did something. Let me guess.
Back when I had a place in town, he kept pressing for the Ulvin discount. I can't prove it, but Dad felt it best to put some distance between us.
Cable car operator told me the Brist. You know anything about?
How is old Karn? Back in the... There was this one time that...
Anything about?
No. Karn said true. I just shook. Lucky for me, I've got you and the Vanguard swooping in time to time.
I should.
While you're blasting bristlebacks, I think I'll head down. Did you know they have a tripcaster trial? Come by.
Maybe. So Erend headed south. I should be able to pick up his tracks with my focus. Tracks. Maybe Erend's and the Vanguard's.
Okay, I feel like one over here. I always just never saw it. Giant species.
Sounds like someone's putting up a fight. Start for the stash. These bristlebacks are everywhere. Bristlebacks have acid canisters on their backs. It should trigger a chain reaction if I hit them with acid arrows.
And turn them to scrap, Aloy.
There it goes.
Oh, that one hurt. Like hammer to metal. Aloy, you might have to meet me halfway here. Ah! God.
Anything there? There like this. I find that real love is just for something.
Well, you did the hard part. How bad is it?
I'm good. I'm good. Okay, well, I know you didn't come all the way to... What's the story?
I need the embassy to happen. Erend, what I did at the Spire, it just slowed it down.
Really? I mean, yeah, not the... But hey, whatever you're up against, your spear, my hammer, just...
Erend, I need the embassy now.
Couple of days rest, if that.
Actually, even if you weren't hurt, what I have to do, it's better if I do it alone.
Alone?
Erend! Don't blow your blaze,
Just keep... Listen. If you want this embassy, we're gonna need this sun...
Oh. I'll clear the Valley of Bristlebacks, then I'll catch up with you there.
Well, I guess that's sort of...
I'm sorry?
You? Sorry?
Where is this coming from?
Hey, just, forget it, yeah?
It sounds like something.
All right, fine. Now, after the battle at the Spire, you took off. You left without so much as a handshake. I mean, people like me, we fought and bled at your side, Aloy. You just disappear? What kind of person does that?
Erend, look. I'm sorry it wasn't easy for you when I left. And I know it's not easy now, but... what I've been doing... Life on Earth is in danger.
Your life on Earth?
Yeah.
Well, then let me help. Oh.
You can't. There's no machine to fight, no bad guy to kill. What I've got to do, not even to people I care about.
Oh, so much for being useful. Okay.
Erend!
I guess that's my cue.
Maybe I should go with you to Barren Light.
No, hey, you're needed elsewhere.
That doesn't sound good.
You'll have to have that.
Figure out what that explosion was.
Get this from my stash when I need it.
I always make sure you got some help.
There's the quarry Thalos mentioned.
Break those ass puppets!
And it's full of Bristlebacks.
Oh, you finally got the help! Got an arrow for you, ugly!
One less machine.
Those ass spitters brought friends!
Incoming. Another one down. One less machine. Another one down. There. Corey's safe.
Stranger, come on over here. We gotta talk. I don't know what Honora's doing out here, but consider yourself old. He tried to put one of them bristlebacks. Next thing you know was...
Is everyone...
We lost some good people.
Well, at least it's...
Your ears ought to be ringing with a chain scrape's whistle ain't blowing.
You need the whistle?
Me and my crew would just little can't lift a hammer till Olvin blows at. Cause if we work without his say-so, he'll ban us. And my people have been through a...
Olvin holds that.
He's got the money and connect. Almost feels like we stood a better chance with the Brit...
What are you and your crew working?
We're supposed to be working Olvin's claim, digging out stone to show our barren light. But the work stoppage and the... Never seen those blasted things in... Where in for...
I'm not sure. I need to get going.
Thanks to you, that might act...
I think I've cleared out most of the bristlebacks. Chain scraping it back to work now. I'll go give Olvin the good news. What too. Then maybe this embassy can finally...
Corey.
Nothing for my polecaster to latch on to. Javad said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry. I should see if there's anything in the back of the valley.
Get that one for that.
Dead bristleback by the falls. Gotta check it out. Looks like it died on impact. Maybe it charged off the cliff up there. I better keep following the trail up. Pack's full. I can get it from my stash later. Mine. And a lot of broken trees. It's like a stampede went through. Is this where the bristlebacks came from? But how? Unless this cave leads out of the Daunt. Recent. Guess I'm not going that way.
I got to say, I am really enjoying playing this game. It is one of a kind.
There's smoke from deeper in the mine. An explosion? Bristlebacks. So they did come through here. They must have gotten trapped. I'm gonna have to take them out before I can look around. Better take a look at where the smoke's coming from. There's a lot of smoke. Looks like the mine runs pretty far back. There's a lot of blaze down there. Oh, blaze here to blast a mountain open. And there's a note on one of the barrels. It's addressed to Oland. Looks like this mine was supposed to be shut down. Oland must have gotten greedy. Kept blasting deeper into the mountain. I should let Javad know what I found.
So, he's on me.
Secretly blasting in the mine, trying to squeeze it for all it's worth. Until Bristleback stampeded through. Maybe the explosions blew a way open? But from where? You look edible. Once you're cooked.
The big deal. Come back to that later.
Refreshing, I guess. An image from the old world. Looks like some kind of building in front of sheer cliffs. The image is incomplete. But maybe if I line it up exactly with where it was taken, my focus can frame the rest.
Sounds like it.
I'll stash this away for later. Ruins of a bridge. Got it! Huh. Completing the image unlocked a data file. And look. It's like these Vista points were made by Miriam Technologies. That was Elizabeth's company. I wonder if I can find more of them out in the wild. Glad I can help. Let's do it.
Mighty thankful to you, Savior.
It's a ruin from the old world. I could find something interesting inside. Okay, what do we have in here? Looks like this door needs some kind of key module. Maybe there's one in the ruin? Can't hook onto that. What's this data say? There's a code for the locked door. Run this data. But I still need to find a key module. The crate. This should be useful. Need to create some distance first. Okay, gotta find a key for the door.
I'm about to test the foot then.
This'll be in my stash when I need it.
Let's see what
There's more of the ruin down here. Where to? Ah. Well, I can't reach the ledge above now. Guess I'll have to find another way up. There! A little more light down here. Needs back up. Try again. Down it goes. Okay. Now where does this lead? The key module. Okay, let's see if this key fits. There. Looks like this needs a code, too. I think some of the data I picked up might help. I'm in. What is this? Better keep it safe. Maybe I'll figure out what to do with it later.
That's not something. Yes, very important to do. to get the piece back to work.
Time to get Ulvin to blow the whistle, then Wadis to Baronlight.
Still here, I see.
I cleared out all the bristleback.
Oh, you did?
Now that you've recovered from your shock, time to blow the whistle.
Oh, there, not so fast. I'll have to send someone out to confirm the... Shouldn't take more than a...
No. You blow the whistle now.
These are innocent Osram lives we're talking about here.
Either you do it now, or I will.
Ah, I knew you could do it! Friends, gather round. The savior of Meridian has done it again.
What?
The Bristlebacks are defeated. You.
What?
Sound the whistle. Chain Scrape is open for business.
Best say that he didn't want to blow the whistle.
And Ulvin has agreed to personally pay every worker their lost wages.
Yeah!
That's more like it!
Yeah! Woo!
Ha-ha!
Yeah! Yeah!
Don't you have an embassy to get to?
Yeah, I guess I do. Well, the chain scrape's back to work. Merchants should be open to trade. I should see if they have anything useful before I send Wadis off to Baronlight.
Brought out only the good stuff for you, Red. Seeing as you got that whistle blowing.
Hey, I've been waiting to get my lucky hip.
I want to get this fire hunter, so...
Come back anytime.
Says, what? See the carpenter?
Savior?
Picked up the bristleback trip. Looks like they stampeded out of
The mine.
I'm not sure, but Ulvin's worker...
For the love of Dawn, I told... Those tunnels, they run for miles under... No, you don't think...
That Ulvin's blasting opened up a path.
Perhaps. If this is true, an inquiry. So...
All right, I need to go.
Of course.
If I'm gonna find out where the bristlebacks came from...
Come for another...
So the
You're a blast. They just lost some good people. But bless the... That put a dent in the... Now, if only...
But how could bristlebacks and...
2 words. Ulvin has taken to... He's hoping to dig up enough until the concessions... This is just his latest. He's been trying to rile up...
About that. I think the bristlebacks came out of Ulvin's old mine.
Now,
I'm working on it.
by the forge.
I gotta go.
That you...
Even the savior of Meridian needs a change.
Hey,
The way to Barren Light is clear. Get moving.
You're not errant vanguardsman. I will move only when the captain
When
says...
I've cleared out all the bristlebacks, which I have. Captain's orders.
So they're okay?
Banged up, but breathing. And waiting up ahead for you.
But I was supposed to have 3 escorts.
I'm off to Barren Light, buddies. Like Aloy said, Captain's orders. You can stay here.
Abandoned to the riffraff? I think not.
Guess you're coming with me then. See you there, Aloy.
Well, now that that's done, the embassy can finally get underway. If... I can get through it. I'll be able to track down Silence. Hades. Maybe even a Gaia backup. Guess I could head straight for Barren Light. Better poke around the don'ts in there first.
No one wants to play strike.
Aloy, another
No?
round here? Heard you've been busy.
Anyway.
As for me,
Is there something...
well, things aren't as... But if you don't put that down anyway, to come all this way and...
Shadow Carja refugees.
looking for an... They're camped up and they're... but the rift mustn't...
Huh.
Yeah, well, these particular Shadow Carja are... But overall, they're... Not that it matters to Tal. Maybe.
What else can you tell me?
Well, they don't call them, at least not anymore. But whatever side of the sun they're on, they don't seem to want for nothing prey and just...
So they're just camped blocking entry to a wrecked Stormbird, waiting...
Don't rightly know. Should they ever wise up and salvage it? And if they get there first, then by Ostrom law, it's not that Tolan Cleanbroker's ever lost sleep over...
Who is this?
Just some chuff-huffing pondsman. Lived in Chainscrape since there was a chain. He and Ulvin go back a ways. Like a...
So Tolland works...
Ha! Ulvin might think, and he ain't the type to let a few refugees get...
Well, if I'm up that way...
Much appreciated.
Petra said Tolland has a shop.
There you go. We're gonna
Sounds
stop
great.
here.
I could have a word with him
Hope y'all have a
first.
good day. I know you back home a little later.
Hey, Ray.
Do some more streaming.
Fancy a game of
Appreciate
strike?
it. Remember to like, subscribe, comment.